Assalamu alaikum. How are you, my dear friends? Fine. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, the most important thing we do have, it is our life. It is our body. It is our mind. We ourselves. And of course, not the assets we are possessing. Those are important. But once we talk about the most important thing ever, that is we ourselves and nothing else. And as for we ourselves is concerned, all the body parts are important and all the limbs are extremely important. Everything we have got is, very, very important and crucial for us. But still, the most important of all these is our mind. Why? Because there are people we see that if at all they have lost their mind and they were very handsome or glamorous, today they are useless. But if at all there is another person who have lost their limbs, all the four limbs, but their mind is functioning well, so still they can lead a good life, not only for they themselves, but even for the other people as well. So the mind is most important thing than any other thing for us in the human for the human. So as for the mind is concerned, now let's look upon the mind. The mind usually seen out of the control in in almost 98.7% of the cases. Mind, it seems, is out of the control. We have very little control over the mind. We have very little control over the mind, and the mind is seen roaming here and there, you know and it is very hard to control what is happening with our mind. So today we are going to talk about how, if at all, we can gain a bit of control over our mind. How can we gain a bit of control over our mind? This is the topic of our today's discussion, and I think I repeat my words that it is really important, extremely important, that we do get a bit of control over our mind. So, 8 tips to take control of your mind. 8 tips to take control of your mind. So let's look upon what are these 8 tips to keep our mind under control. And the first of all, it is practice mindfulness. Practice mindfulness. We need to understand well what is mindfulness, because the mindfulness, being mindful, that is being considered as something of extreme importance as for the mind is concerned. So what is this mindfulness? It is a state of mind achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting the feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensation. So I think that we need to focus on the present moment. We need to focus on the present moment and calmly acknowledging and accepting the thoughts, the feelings, the bodily sensation. So that is mindfulness. We need to practice the mindfulness. I think it is, at least for some of the time, we need to do it, and we need to do it on a regular basis. Usually, what we need to do is that don't let any of the thoughts stay in your mind for long. Whatever is the kind of the thought, either it is pleasant, unpleasant, opportunity give or opportunity there, or it is a threat, whatever it is, don't let any of the thought stay in your mind for long. Whatever comes, let it go, and ask your mind, demand it from the mind. Please absorb the right sort, attract and absorb the right sort, the opportunities, the ideas which can somehow provide me with the opportunities. So this is the first one. Practice mindfulness. The second is set aside worry time. Set aside worry time. What is this, by the way? Let's take a spare, let's say, mark 1 hour a day. half an hour a day. And during that time, we can all, we can all think about the worries. We can put it on paper. But for the rest of the time, do not think about the worries at all. Rather, as I earlier said in the previous point, the point number one, that don't allow any sort of thought to stay in the mind for long. It should be like there is a stream in the jungle and there are trees on the both sides of it. Now the leaves of those trees are falling into the stream, and the stream take these, the water stream, the fresh water stream, take these tree leaves with them. Don't let them to stay over there. So set aside worry time. Number three, challenge anxious thoughts. Challenge anxious thoughts. What is this, by the way? It's very important. Whatever are the thoughts which are creating the anxious anxiety, we need to take, and we need to contradict. We need to bring the counter arguments. We need to bring the counter argument which will make this fail, you know and that is challenge anxious thoughts. Challenging mentally, and talking, okay, no, this wrong, this is not the way, because of this, because of that, and etc. Challenge anxious thoughts. Number 4, stay in the present. Staying in the present, neither live in the past nor in the future. As for the past is concerned, the past is the only thing which we need to do about the past is that we need to learn an important lesson, learn an important lesson, and that is all what is needed about the past. As for the future is concerned, do not regret about the past at all. Do not regret about the past at all. As for the future is concerned, don't don't worry about the future, rather plan for it. As for the past is concerned, we need to learn. As for the future is concerned, we need to plan, and nothing else. Then live in the present. Live in the present. Live in today. What I can do today and try to do that. What good can I do today and try to do that. Number 5, it is limit news intake. Some of the people, this is the age of the information technology. This is the age of the social media. People are seen busy on the social media for all their spare time, for all of their free time. It is very unhealthy. For that reason, it is being said here that spend a little amount of the time only on the social media, on the news intake, on the news intake. And the sixth is exercise and sleep well. Exercise well, whatever kind of exercise you can do, could it be walking or anything else. And of course, sleep well. Sleep is the best and the most effective restorative. It refreshes us. So I think we need exercise too. Exercise, both of these are compulsory. And the diet, the healthy diet, is very important indeed as well, even for the sake of mind. Healthy diet, healthy diet, exercise well, sleep well. And then the seventh is try meditation. Meditation is also something very good, very good, very good indeed. And as for the peace, as for the peace in the life, peace of the mind is concerned, meditation is the most effective thing. And then the eighth and the last is seek help when needed. Seek help when needed. Don't hesitate to seek help. Don't consider it as a stigma. It's not a stigma at all. Those people who do consider it a stigma, they don't seek the help even when they are needing it. What does happen with them, that they totally collapse. We don't have to collapse at all. And to be able to allow to be able to avoid this sort of situation, so we need to seek help as and when it is needed. Thank you very much. So these are the 8 tips are gaining control over one's mind. Thank you. Jazakallah.